Good day to doctor. My name is Yong Kok Lee with metric number 2777306. I will present about the second assignment of the infographic of the movie that I have reviewing, which is the Rolex. Firstly, I will go through with the synopsis of the movie The Rolex. Teeny Willy is a country that made of plastic materials including the tree. The trees they have in the country is all produced by the human technology. The country doesn't have any living things or animals except human. The country had been controlled by O'Hare, which is a businessman that provides the fresh air without using the natural process and the photosynthesis of the tree. This is because in the Teeny Willy there does not have any living of trees. Therefore, the fresh air or oxygen becoming a product in which produced by the businessman. The residents that had living in the country were satisfied with their life and in their mind that tree is a dirty thing in which the trees will falling the leaf on the ground and it was grown from the soil. The trees mean nothing and useless for the residents in the country since they didn't know that the trees would provide the oxygen to them to make their life better. However, everything has been changing as a kid has appeared, which is Ted. One day, Ted, which is the main character, has known about the wish of his dream girl, Audrey, to seize an actual tree that grows from ground. Therefore, he started his journey to find the actual trees and the clue was finding a person called Whistler. After he found Whistler, he knew the story of Rolex that fought for the trees and the truth behind the Teeny Willies, which was the process of becoming a full-blasted country. Whistler had given a seed to Ted and told him to plant the seed in the middle of the country. To change people's mind and trees will beneficial to the environment. However, there is a businessman named O'Hare have tried to stop him. Eventually, Ted has successfully to plant the seed and have changed the people's mind that tree is good for them. At the end of the movie, the country is surrounded with the tree and the country have not even controlled by O'Hare anymore. Next, I will talk about the ethical issues that have occurred in this movie. So in generally, there have two ethical issues that have exist in this the Rolex movie. So firstly, Whistler was engaged in lumbering activities to produce tinny, which is a blanket to satisfy the needs of the customers and his own wealth. Whistler dreamed to be a successful businessman. One day, he has found a jungle that has surrounding with many trees which is a main material to produce the products of blanket. Therefore, Whistler had conducting the lumbering activities till all the trees had been cutting down. As all the trees had been putting down by Whistler, the business of Whistler had come to an end since the materials of blanket had been vanished. Therefore, the second ethical issues have been arising, which is O'Hare was selling fresh air to the people and attempting to prevent Ted from planting the tree. O'Hare sees this as an opportunity of producing the fresh air to the people with higher of prices will make him earn higher of profit. And besides, O'Hare also have tried to prevent Ted from planting the tree when he found that there's a large seed in the world which would destroy his business in the future. Next, the ethical theory that can be learned in this the Rolex movie is the environmental sustainability. People must know what responsibilities businesses have regarding the natural environment. Environment that has in the world is not born for the business purpose but is for to protect the livings of nature in the world, including us as a human. Therefore, every business in the management ethic must practice of the sustainable business practice, which is a model in which business activities meet the standards of sustainability. Next, the ethical suggestion that we have come up is that the trees are natural resources. It is useful to many beings. They are the profit to the business, but they are the life of other living creatures. For example, flora is not only provided oxygen or fresh air to us, but it also a food chain for us and animals. If the flora is no longer exists in the world, all the living things, including human, will be vanished in the short time. Therefore, we as a human need to care about the world a little more than we care about money. As a businessman, they should consider with the environmentally sustainability and seeks to create new ways of doing business in which success is measured in the terms of economic, ethical, and environmental sustainability. For example, the suggestion that I can give to the Wansler that have conducting the lumbering activities in this movie is that he should slow down his lumbering activities as he is urged to cutting down all the trees in a short time for his business purpose. Wansler should also consider that tree is also important for the environmental, especially the animals. Therefore, Wansler should conduct the planting activities as it could survive the environmental. As Jane Goddard said, you cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you must decide what kind of difference you want to make. Next, the ethical lessons that we have learned from this movie is that the business must take care from the aspect of the environmental sustainability. The business needs to respect nature and natural resources and fight to protect them, not destroy them. So that's all of my presentation on the movie Dororex. I hope you enjoy with my presentation and thank you for listening to my presentation.